Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, good, my money is safe here? But what if I told you that even though your money is sitting safely in the bank, it may actually be losing value every single year? Not because you're spending it, not because someone is stealing it, but because of something called inflation. And if you don't understand this concept, it can quietly reduce the real value of your savings over time. In this video, I'm going to explain this in the simplest way possible and why learning about investing can be an important next step for many people. Before we start, welcome to the channel. My name is Jonathan, and this channel is designed to be a step-by-step beginner course about smart investing. This is lesson number 1. Over the next videos, we're going to go step by step and cover things like what investing actually is, what stocks are, what dividends are, common beginner mistakes, and simple, long-term investing ideas. I've been investing for about 9 years, and during that time I made a lot of mistakes. This channel exists because I want to help beginners understand investing, avoid the mistakes I made, and learn how to approach investing in a smarter and more responsible way. This channel is educational and based on my personal experience. If you want to learn investing from the basics, consider subscribing and follow the full course. Now let's start with the first thing every beginner needs to understand. Many people believe the safest place for their money is the bank. And to be clear, banks are useful for saving money, emergency funds, and daily expenses. But there is something important many people don't realize. The value of money changes over time. For example, imagine that 10 years ago, a basket of groceries cost $100. Today, the exact same groceries might cost $130 or $140. That means prices increased. And when prices increase, your money buys less than it used to. This is what we call inflation. Inflation simply means the general increase in prices over time. And because prices increase, the purchasing power of money decreases. Let's look at a very simple example. Imagine you put $10,000 in a bank account and leave it there. Now imagine inflation averages around 3% per year. That doesn't mean your bank takes money from you. The number in your account might still say $10,000, but what happens is this. Over time, prices increase. So after many years, that same $10,000 might buy fewer goods and services than before. This is why many people eventually start learning about investing, not to get rich quickly, but to try to grow their money over the long term so it can keep up with inflation. Investing is simply the process of putting your money into assets that may grow in value over time. Examples include things like stocks, index funds, ETFs, and other financial assets. Some companies also share profits with investors through something called dividends, which we will talk about in another lesson. The important thing to understand is this: investing is not about getting rich overnight. Real investing is usually about patience, long-term thinking, learning continuously, and managing risk responsibly. When I started investing about 9 years ago, I had very little knowledge. I made mistakes like investing without understanding the company, following hype, and sometimes making emotional decisions. These are very common beginner mistakes. Over time, I started learning more about diversification, long-term investing, understanding companies, and avoiding emotional decisions. This channel is basically everything I wish someone had explained to me when I started. My goal here is not to tell you what to buy. My goal is to help you understand investing so you can make smarter decisions yourself. In the next lessons, we will cover things like what the stock market actually is, what dividends are, the difference between stocks, ETFs, and index funds, how beginners can start learning about investing step by step, and the most common mistakes beginners make. Each video will build on the previous one. So if you are completely new to investing, this series will guide you from the basics. If you want to learn investing step by step, Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next lessons. Also, let me know in the comments, what is your biggest question about investing right now? I read the comments and often create videos based on your questions. And now continue directly to lesson number 2, saving versus investing. What's the difference? This is one of the most important concepts beginners need to understand before they start investing. I'll see you in the next lesson.